Lastly, we did cover a little bit on conics, specifically an ellipse and parabola, and this does come from chapter 9. For a parabola, question 27, I want you to graph the parabola. Make sure to label the vertex of this parabola. We do have two problems here to solve. Let's look at A first. In problem A, I notice that my x is squared, so I'm going to solve for my y. I get 4y equals x squared minus 2x plus 13. So y equals 1/4 x squared minus 2/4 x plus 13/4. For ease of calculation, I'm going to keep everything as fourths. Then my vertex, since x is squared, I solve for the x value of my vertex with negative b over 2a, which is a positive 2/4 divided by 2 times 1/4. This gives me 2/4 divided by 2/4, which is 1. To solve for the y-coordinate, I plug the x-coordinate into my equation up here. So I get y equals 1/4 times 1 squared minus 2/4 times 1 plus 13/4, which ends up being 3. Thus, my vertex is 1, 3. And from this form up here, since x is squared and it's a positive coefficient, I know this will open up. The x squared tells me I will either open up or down, and that positive coefficient tells me that I'm opening up. Thus, if I wanted to sketch out a graph, let's give ourselves a little bit more room. I would graph 1 and then 1, 2, 3, and make my parabola open up. For part B, I notice I have a y squared here. Since y is squared, I'm going to solve for x. I get 12x equals negative y squared minus 2y minus 61. I can multiply through by that, or divide through by 12 to get negative 1/12 y squared minus 2/12 y minus 61/12. Already I notice that this is y squared, so my parabola is either opening to the right or to the left. And since the coefficient on the squared term is negative, I will open left. Now to solve for the vertex. Since it is y squared, I want to solve for the y-coordinate of my vertex with negative b over 2a. Notice the difference. When it's y squared, the negative b over 2a gives me the y-coordinate. When it's x squared, negative b over 2a gives me the x-coordinate. Okay, coming back down, I get positive 2/12 divided by 2 times negative 1/12. This will reduce to a negative 1. To solve for x, I plug it back into my equation. I get negative 1/12 times negative 1 squared minus 2/12 times negative 1 minus 61/12, which completely reduces down to negative 3. Thus my vertex is negative 3, 1. Please make sure you get the order correctly. The x is the negative 3. And I'm opening left. Or sorry, this isn't negative 3. That was my fault. This is negative 5. So my vertex is negative 3, negative 5, negative 1. And I open left. So if I were to sketch this out, I want to graph negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, and draw my parabola opening left.